Hi, my name is Tasha Simone. Welcome back to my channel. This is kind of a new type of video for me because I have yet to do anything like this with my life. I'm growing a garden. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm finally at a place in life where I can because James and I, about almost 2 months ago now, moved into this apartment, and we moved here specifically because it has, as you can see, some giant planters on the patio. And so I'm like, yes, I can finally grow something and hopefully eat the fruits of my labor eventually. I'm not sure how well it's going to work. Again, I'm very inexperienced, but I hope you'll join me for this journey. But before any gardening could happen, James and I had to dig in a bit and rip out some overgrown plants and a dead rose bush and a dead tree and just like various shrubberies that were growing in the planters that we no longer wanted and were quite unsightly. So let's take a look at those because we still have them. I think I'm gonna start composting. I'm not really sure. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I've just done some research over the last couple, I guess, month or so, and I've just like really gotten into gardening and suddenly I'm very passionate about it. So hopefully this will go well. So this is the first bed. Basically, if we walk out of the patio, hello, onto the patio, then this first little bed right here, it's the smallest of them all. I think it's like 7 foot 9 inches, and then these two are both 11 feet long. But in the first one, we dug it out, there was a rose bush here and some other random plants that we dug out, and this is just our pile of yard waste from it. Basically, there's a bunch of roots in here, there's this dead tree that I dug out from the last planter, and there's a whole bunch of, I don't know what this is, I see it everywhere, but it's this, some sort of green bush. I'm pretty sure it shoots up and puts out purple flowers on a stalk. I don't know what it is, but I didn't want it anymore. So last week we were digging those up pretty heavily, and then we have this long bed. This is basically all cleared out, but some weeds have already started popping up, so I'll have to clean those out before I plant anything. Still haven't taken out this bush. It's, again, more of the same, and it's just a bunch of little bulbs that are kind of gnarly with a very intense root system. So it's a little bit difficult to remove since we don't really have many tools for it, but we'll get to it eventually. And then this bed is all ripped up, and this is where the tree thing was. It was like a small shrub. I think this is a leftover stem from it. There was so much root to it. And then this one I saw had some little green leaves and it wasn't dead. So I'm like, I'll see what it turns into. And then so far this is where I've actually started planting. So I started from over here. I had an intention with the trellis to do vining plants. So I have some cucumber seeds that I sprouted, or that I just did direct sow in the end here, along with some peas that I'm probably gonna have to get more trellis support for. I have some cayenne and habanero pepper plants that I transplanted seedlings that I started inside. And then also here, I think I started some radishes and I transplanted some green onions that I had growing from the grocery store. They don't seem to be doing too hot though, so that might be replaced with something. And then I have another row of snow pea plants. And then in this area, I've just sown a bunch of mesclun salad mix, as well as some seedlings that I had started there, and some random spinach. And there are more pea plants because I started a bunch of sprouts with them and then realized I didn't actually have enough room to put them all in one place, so I kind of spread them out. Hopefully some will take. And just yesterday I sowed some tomato plant seeds like right in there. So honestly, haven't planned this out nearly as much as I thought I would. So I'm hoping for the rest of my beds to kind of, maybe tonight even just sit down and plan out what I'm doing a bit more, because really I just haven't gotten a plan for this at all. I just went to Lowe's and got a bunch of different seed packets that sounded exciting, and I started some random seeds in various containers that I have in my house, and then I just kind of planted them into the beds, and I haven't really put much thought into this. I have thought about the soil quality a little bit, because when we were digging up the roots, I noticed that it was very, very sandy soil. I was like, that's not gonna do well for plants, because I've been reading books and I've been watching YouTube. The biggest channel that I've been watching a lot of is Roots and Refuge Farm. Go follow them because Jess just has so much information and it's so calming to watch all her videos. I love them. What I've been mostly using is what I could find at Walmart to improve my soil. So I've been using a lot of this potting mix, and I noticed I don't really have a hose out here. Any watering that I do has to do with my watering can, which I got at Target. And they're supposed to be automatic sprinklers, but I have no control over them. So I figured the moisture control would be good because it protects against over and underwatering. And since I don't really have full control of the moisture in my beds, hopefully that'll help a little bit. I also figured that the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium balances would be all over the place in the soil, if not just non-existent. So I got some plant food, and since I try to avoid animal products when possible, I got one that doesn't have like bone or feather or blood meal in it because it's gross. So I found this one at Walmart that seemed to be pretty good, and hopefully it'll just like help give my plants a little extra boost and actually grow. So far that's all I've done. Hopefully I can give updates and progress as my plants grow, and hopefully I am planning to eventually eat the fruits of my labor and have hopefully like a whole meal at some point of just things from my garden. I'll definitely show you that when that happens. I'm saying that it's gonna happen because things are gonna grow and I'm gonna eat them and it's gonna be great. Yes. So these are some of the seedlings and sprouts that I've started indoors. I currently have them outside so they can harden off more. Here are some poblano pepper plants. I have the cayenne and habanero plants, more sprouts of them. Here I had peppermint that has yet to sprout. It's been in there for like 2 weeks now, and I haven't seen any growth. Same with some sugar baby watermelons that I had in here. Haven't seen any sprouts. And this had some garlic that I have yet to see sprouts from. This, I think, was spinach seeds that I sowed in there. I put some in the garden, but they just don't look right, so I don't really know. These were some green onions that I had got from the store, and then I just regrew them from the little white ends. But they're kind of reaching the end of their life, so I'll probably get some more or try to grow some more from seed. And these are all my house plants that I've kind of abandoned to the outdoors. I have my aloes. I should probably figure out where inside to put these. So, slight change of location. I went inside because it was getting a little too windy to film and it was a bit chilly out there. So we're in here to finish up. Basically, if you're going to be following me along on this gardening journey and you know something about gardening and want to know more, I live in a 10A zone because I'm in like the South Bay area of California. So I have like 310 growing days in the year or something. Our last frost date has already passed, I believe. It depends. Some locations I saw were saying like January 26th. Some were more like February 1st, but it's around now that last frost has happened. So I should be good to start gardening some more and get plants going and hopefully start understanding more about growing and learning things. I'll catch you in the next garden update, whenever that happens. I don't really know. I don't have a plan for this, like I said. If you have any gardening tips, I, as a novice gardener, would be more than happy to accept them from you. So let me know down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Go drink some water and just have a good one.